In this video, I'm going to be talking about motivation and exercise adherence. Motivation is all about an individual's perseverance to achieve something. It is changeable and quite flexible, as one day someone may lose all of their motivation and not want to do anything, compared to another day where they may feel really motivated and want to complete and fulfill their goal. Gill in 1986 stated that motivation is a drive to fulfill a need. He also said that motivation encourages us to do particular things and directs our behaviour. In John's case, he was motivated to improve his swimming, technique, speed and skills so that he could improve and be awarded another certificate which he could be proud of. There are two different branches of motivation: the intensity of behaviour and the direction of behaviour. Intensity is how hard someone tries and the amount of effort someone puts in to achieving their goal. The intensity of the behaviour is to do with the amount of emotional energy that is experienced in different situations by an individual. As a result of this, the individual's behaviour is then decided and the direction of their drive. The direction of the behaviour occurs as a result of the individual's emotional drive, and it is their response to that. The response occurs due to the amount of effort or intensity the individual puts in. There are two different types of motivation. These include intrinsic and extrinsic. Then, alongside, there is something called amotivation. Amotivation is when all motivation is lost and someone completely loses interest in what they want to achieve. The mindset changes and they don't want to engage in any activity, or they feel the outcome of the activity is just not worth it. This is only a temporary occurrence and does change. In John's case, he originally loved swimming, but after he was assessed and his grades were posted on the wall, he started to bunk his swimming lessons and didn't want to continue swimming. This is an example of amotivation, as he has lost all of his goals to improve and has lost interest. Intrinsic motivation is internal, and the players want to complete the activity for their own purposes and because they enjoy it or want to do it. Individuals will get better for their own good and pleasure. For example, John wanted to improve his swimming because he thrived in the lesson, loved it, and wanted to get better for him. This is internal because he wants to improve, learn, and get enjoyment from it. He's not looking for, to earn a reward or praise, just for his general pleasure. Whereas extrinsic motivation is external, and the individual will be looking for a source of reward or reinforcement. The player will be completing the activity because they want to be given something back to them, opposed to them doing it because they really enjoy it. Athletes with extrinsic motivation are essentially more materialistic and want to gain physical rewards or praise so that their behaviour is reinforced. They may still like the sport, however, are mainly drawn or are looking for a reward. John is mainly showing internal motivation, though it could be considered that he's looking for a reward in the form of the certificate. When he gets presented with this certificate, he feels very proud and even puts them on his wall. This could be implying that he could just be wanting to improve so that he can earn certificates to put on his wall. There are different kinds of rewards that can be given out to individuals. These are extrinsic or intrinsic. Some intrinsic rewards that a player can receive include the enjoyment of competition, competition, creativity, the excitement of challenges, pride due to their achievements that they've completed, etc. The individuals who love their sport will have the reward of just being able to play, will enjoy learning and improving. Some may just love the competition atmosphere and the pressure and just thrive off it, whereas others may like the ability to be creative, to explore different tactics and reach their goals. After completing a goal, players will be rewarded in the fact they'll be feeling proud, successful and confident. Looking back at where an individual started from in their sport and how far they've come can make a player feel like they've really been rewarded in the fact that their play has really improved. They are a much more confident player and they'll start to enjoy what they do. Extrinsic rewards are very different. There are two different types of extrinsic reward: tangible and intangible. Tangible rewards are those which are physical, for example trophies, medals, money, certificates, badges, stickers, and much more. These rewards are given to players when they perform well, or win, completing a goal, or just for improvement. It can help motivate players as they'll be able to remember and look back on what they've achieved and gained. It can help make a player feel reassured that they are great at their sport. For example, John gets the certificates after he has swum certain distances, and so that reward makes him want to improve so that he can get another reward that he can be proud of. Whereas intangible rewards are those which are not physical but are experienced from doing well, such as having status or fame, praise from others, the general competition atmosphere, opportunities, and much more. These rewards are given in response to a certain achievement. These rewards improve performance as they give players recognition and gives players more motivation. Intangible rewards can work more in the long run opposed to tangible rewards. This is because the rewards don't cost money and they'll help players' performance keep on improving. Although extrinsic and intrinsic rewards are mostly successful at improving a player's performance, the overuse of them can lead to them not really feeling like rewards anymore. When using extrinsic reward, there are many things that need to be thought about or avoided, such as the frequency at which the rewards are given out. The more the rewards are given out to players, it can make the reward feel a lot less special to the individuals, or if the rewards are given very rarely out to players, motivation can drop because they feel that they'll never get that reward, so can't be bothered to try. The age group at which the coaches and leaders are giving them out to needs to be thought about. Young children generally require more rewards such as stickers, as they value them a lot more, as it makes them feel really proud of their achievement. Leaders also need to think about using rewards more or less at certain points when the team are feeling very motivated or lacking motivation. If a team is lacking motivation, then using extrinsic rewards more regularly is a good way to get the team back on track and can help them realise their potential. Also, when a team is feeling very motivated, extrinsic rewards should be given out to make the team feel even stronger. However, they should be used a little bit less as the team are already feeling very driven and motivated. There's also the problem of what the coach should reward. Should it be success, behaviour, attitude, improvement, what area? Because in some cases, there may be a player on the team who's amazing but really doesn't work very hard, and another player on the team who isn't that good but works really, really hard. The coach has to think about should the rewards be given out on how good the players are or the effort they put in? Because there will always be stronger and weaker players on a team, and the coach needs to remember to still give out rewards, or to not give out rewards, should still give out rewards to the weaker ones, so they still feel valued and more confident. Intrinsic motivation is a much better reason for wanting to play sport. This is because individuals are performing because of their love for it, opposed to just wanting a trophy. To maximise intrinsic motivation, different things can be done, such as rewarding effort, limiting comparisons with others, appreciating improvement of each performance, encouraging players to take risks, and becoming up for taking on challenges. But the challenges have to be achievable. By rewarding effort, intrinsic motivation can be achieved. This is because players will have to improve and put a lot of time in to show their effort. So, this will make them want to get better because they want the praise. Limiting comparisons with others can increase intrinsic motivation, as people will feel under less pressure to be the best. Comparisons with other players can bring down a player's confidence and self-esteem, as they may feel that they aren't good enough or feel pressure to improve. If they feel pressure to improve, they'll be training not because they enjoy it, but because they feel that they have to. So they won't be as embarrassed. So avoiding comparisons can make players feel they are good enough and can make them want to get better or just stay the same ability of their own accord. Appreciating each performer's improvement is important so that players want to continue improving and getting better. If their improvement isn't recognised, then they may lose motivation and feel undervalued by the team. Rewards shouldn't be just given out to those who are the best, but those who have tried the hardest and improved the most. Someone who has improved the most shows that they put in a lot of effort. By rewarding improvement, players will want to improve, hopefully because they enjoy it. And finally, by setting challenges which are realistic is a good way for players to feel driven to reach them and achieve them for their own good, opposed to just wanting to do it for a medal or anything. Challenges are a good way to get players involved and wanting to improve. There are many different factors which affect an individual's motivation. These include the team leader or the leader, the family and peers, the physical environment and personality. A leader influencing an individual's motivation can be a coach or a captain of a team. A leader can be acting as a role model motivator for the team. Motivation can be increased via a leader. A team talk led by the captain or coach is a good way to increase a team's motivation. This is because it can help a team's dynamic by supporting them and spurring them on, giving them inspiration and a drive to achieve their goals. Deciding on clear aims and objectives and tactics can help a team feel more motivated, as they will know exactly what they need to do to improve so that they can achieve their goal. In addition to that, having goals which are realistic can help a team feel a lot more enthusiastic and driven. In John's case, he lost his motivation when his leader or PE teacher posted his grades on the wall. This is an example of when a leader decreases an individual's motivation level. Family and friends can either have a positive or negative impact on an individual's motivation levels. A family who are all engaged in sporting activities, who are very supportive and encouraging of their children doing sport, will increase an individual's level of motivation. This is because being in a sporting environment will make an individual more competitive and driven to achieve their goals. Also, having support of their family will make a player more committed, feel more rewarded, and they are more likely to continue to stay committed. Having friends doing the sport alongside you makes you enjoy the sport more, and in some cases motivates you to be better than them, so there may be a bit of friendly competition between you and them. Or they can do extra training and practice together so they can both improve. In the example of John, his parents are very supportive and encouraging of him doing swimming, and they even go in the pool with him and play with him. This will make John feel in a very supportive environment, and he'll want to improve to show his parents, and his confidence will also improve. But if an individual's parents aren't very supportive of them doing sport, it can be hard for that player. This is because they will feel that when they play sport, they are going against their family's wishes, and a divide may be caused. The individual could then feel that they have to pick between sport or their family. If their family don't care or don't want them to play sport, then the individual won't feel motivated to improve, because they may feel that no one cares if they do improve, and they won't be able to show their improvements off to their family or talk about it to them. The next factor affecting motivation is the physical environment. The physical environment is about the facilities that are available. Depending on where you live or may not, there may or may not be a sports facility near you, and the quality of the facilities vary. If you're in a location at which the facilities are very close and the general equipment available to use is in very good condition, then as a player you are likely to feel motivated and driven to improve and take advantage of the equipment right outside your doorstep. Also, if the facilities are nice, then doing the extra training will feel a lot more enjoyable and more fun, therefore meaning that the player is more likely to want to keep on using the facilities. But if the facilities for an individual include going a really long journey and they aren't very good condition, then the individual is likely to feel less motivated, as it's a lot of effort to get there, and training would feel more like a burden opposed to something that they actually enjoy, and so they're more likely to not feel as driven to complete their goals. In John's case, in primary school, he had a pool which he went to with his family, which is conveyed as being very nice, as he enjoys going and wanted to improve there, therefore giving the impression that the pool was very easy to access and the facilities were nice. But in secondary school, John had a swimming pool at his school, and it was very easy for him to access. However, the pool was very cold and the changing rooms were dirty. But this didn't put him off because he loved swimming so much. The final factor affecting motivation is an individual's personality. If someone's personality is very hard-working and they want to strive, then they are very likely to feel very motivated than someone who doesn't try very hard and has a rubbish attitude towards sport.